to be or not to be.
And welcome back to the Actors Dungeon, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to those who are celebrating. So because it's the long weekend, we've got... Or was last weekend the long weekend? Sorry, I'm Canadian. I can't apologize enough. So, we're down a couple of our usual players today. Two of them are cast in... one's being cast in part of a parade. The other has been cast in a play. And one of them, I'm assuming, is enjoying a lovely Thanksgiving dinner. And so, that being said, this individual may pop in a little bit later. We will have to see how things go. But thank you all to those who are joining us. We will be going ahead with our story campaign. And, I'll just be doing a lot of voices tonight, I guess, to fill in as these other characters who are not with us will just be NPCs tonight. So, but don't worry, nothing Vlass and Eredin can't handle. How are you feeling?
Oh yeah, that's we'll be fine.
All right,
I'm gonna
and
die.
so that's enough out of me. As you all know, my name is Mike. I am the host and your GM tonight. And next up on our list, we have Charlie playing Eredin. I'll tongue-tied. Sorry, everybody. Charlie, say hello.
Gonna be right there.
I hope so.
Okay.
And after Eredin, we have Kurt playing Vlass the Ass.
This is going to be fun. I can't wait. It's going to be a dumpster fire, like always. But you know what? That's what's fun about it, So I'm happy.
Yeah, but the dumpster has potpourri in it, so it's gonna smell nice.
Yeah.
How about that? And joining us for the first time as our performance judge, we have none other than Haley Harmony. Haley, please say
Hey.
hello.
Hello, here to stoke the dumpster fire and rank it afterwards.
All right, and you know him, you love him. He is one of our favorite gameplay judges, Mr. Christopher Cones.
I'm almost not even aware you have other gameplay judges, but hi!
Yes, I suppose you never really met the other ones, because if they were here, you wouldn't be here. Huh.
What can I say?
It's one of those things where you just assume people know each other. It's like, oh, wait, no, I know them both. But I know this person from work and this other person from down the street.
Does that make
Exactly.
you Kevin Bacon?
Only if you've got enough degrees for that.
I will say really quick.
I am 3 degrees from Kevin Bacon, I believe. Because of
Oh.
working background. Somebody I was with was in a movie that had Kevin Bacon in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I will say real quick, I do love how Chris always has himself positioned for the Zoom calls because it always looks like he's actually sitting in one of the seats.
What can I say? It's the best thing about my setup. It's just, I look like I'm ready for anything.
I purchased all of the seats around me because I dislike people.
That sounds like me, actually. Well done.
All right. So I am going to kick us off with a light recap. And first, let's get some music in. I've been thanks to Tabletop Audio, who's been constantly pumping out excellent gaming music. We've got a couple new ones, so let's bring in this one called The Train Job, even though trains don't exist in our campaign.
Train
All right.
racist?
I'm
Well,
not
this is-
racist. I'm just saying they don't. Well, actually, no. They're probably at that. Some gnomes, I guess, have probably used
No,
rain
yeah,
as
it
well.
is honestly any level of technology. It's safe to say there is some weird experimental gnomish thing. It might not work as designed, but it's definitely there.
Yeah. All right. So for tonight's game, as you all know, last session our champions were facing off against ghosts. in the bottom of a well. And after an issue that turned into the set of Scrubs for a little while, these ghosts... Yeah, that was fun. These apparitions were taking on the forms of their loved ones, or, in Vlass's case, loathed ones, as he once again heard the chiding of Chadathan and Romulus. But something strange happened to Vlass's dagger. It turned a little green and had its own haze about it after coming into contact with the ghosts, and imbued itself with the ability to cause harm to these ethereal creatures. Eredin did his Eredin-y thing, did some jump kicks during our improv challenge, because the rules are slightly more loosey-goosey once we're in an improv state, and he jump kicked his foe to the ground. And unfortunately, this foe was taking on the appearance of his mother, and in a very stirring flashback, we learned about that time where Eredin really wished he could tell his mother not to control his life. And so now we return to our setting. The miasma of the specters has dissipated, leaving us all in this scenic village where a light dust simply hangs along the ground, surrounded by dead trees and dusty rock. And I'm going to change the track so it sounds a little more ominous and less intense.
It's not that bad.
Well, you can honestly say I've seen worse.
Right? I was to say I've lived in worse.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this over with.
Yep. So, I'm wondering if I should put my dagger back in its holster, or if I should just carry it around, because I want to put it back and it wind up melting through it and melting my leg off or something.
Why would it melt? Why is it green?
I don't know.
Well, make it stop.
Make it stop. Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, is it acidic?
It hurt the ghosts.
Have you tried licking it?
And
You've
No,
licked worse.
no.
Let's be honest.
yeah, I mean, there was your sister.
Yep.
Here, let
So-
me have a look. Selena the Centaur reaches her hand, giving whoever told him to lick it a scowl. You know better than to tempt him. He will do it. All right.
There's just a grid.
Selena takes a look at it. And Selena takes
By the
a
way,
longer look at it. As
Vlass, you
GM slowly
you do know
opens up
that
the
that wasn't
page.
I don't actually have a sister. I have a twin brother, and I mean that's it. So I don't. Who exactly were you? Who did you lick?
Like I said, I've licked worse.
I can't make heads or
Maybe-
tail of this. Oh, sorry. What was that?
I was going to say, maybe he licked your half brother by mistake.
Maybe.
That's more information than I care to know. Here, just be careful. I'm gonna see if I can find anything like this in my books. But you said afterwards it was able to... It was causing damage to the specters?
Well-
Isn't that your dragon bone thing? It's the.
Yeah, well, I swung it at the specter and it hurt it, and then afterwards it started glowing green and steaming, and then it started doing more damage to them, so I don't know.
Does anyone have knowledge arcana? No, you don't. Right.
Well, at one point you could light it on fire and then it wouldn't go out. Because it's
Yeah.
dragon bone.
Yeah.
So
Well,
is it a fair hypothesis to assume that it just takes on the properties of whatever the hell it needs?
maybe.
All right then.
I mean, because if you think about it, some dragons can camouflage and everything, and they can. They are elemental creatures, or at least that's what my dad used to tell me. So yeah, I guess that is possible. If that's true, how many times could I have just pulled that out and used it, and that would have saved us so much time and frustration?
Maybe a few times, I would guess.
I know.
Put my hand on his shoulder. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
So around you,
You trying to be good?
You take a moment to salvage the rope you can from the well, coiling it up and returning it to your pack. The mist is slightly obscuring, but off in the distance you can see the flicker of the lighthouse, somewhere beyond the rocky crags and the cliffs. It is still a couple hours journey ahead of you, so long as the terrain holds out. And around you are multiple disheveled homes, gnarled trees, and craggy ground, because that's my word of the day today.
Craggy.
Well, everyone keep your eye out on a relatively stable structure, just in case we need a roof.
Worst person.
All right, so up ahead, Vlass, you see a stable house. Not actually a stable, just, the less decrepit of all the decrepit structures around there. And we're all going to take a turn. Eredin, as Vlass is approaching this this place to go take a look at it, what is the worst person or thing to suddenly open the door and greet Vlass?
A real estate agent. That like full on Gil from the just guy that needs this sale. Otherwise his entire life will fall apart.
All right. Oh, you knock? Oh, hello there. Hi. Oh, were you here for the open house? Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, right this way. Oh, and is this your partner? Oh, this is your whole crew. Excellent. So the whole family's here. Okay, okay.
My partner. Right.
That's not a thing at all.
No. Don't worry. This place is set up to accommodate a lot of people. So don't worry. This will be the place for you. I swear. Just, they don't build, yeah, just ignore that. I'm actually just gonna go around the back, and I'm gonna go in through the through the cellar. But you guys all walk in and just please make yourselves at home. I gotta go call someone real quick. Oh, wait till my wife knows somebody's finally coming to look at the house. And Chris, as they walk in, what's the next worst person or thing to encounter?
Ooh, your local homeowners association leader.
Okay.
You know the one.
Alrighty. Haley, would you like to try playing the homeowners association leader?
I can do my best.
All right. So, Eredin, Vlass, you walk into this house, and here is...
Crap. Is your name Karen?
Yes. Wow. How did you know? It's interesting. I'm looking at all the decrepit homes around here, and I'm just seeing that they're not quite appropriate enough for listing. So I really just wanted to speak to anybody who decided to enter this home to understand, you know, is this something that's safe to actually show? There was a pretty eager real estate agent who was trying to get this on the market, and I think it's my job to put my nose in and make sure that this is absolutely okay. And it doesn't really seem very okay, so I think I might need to actually report this to the board.
I'll tell you what, you really do need to report to the board. If you go over to that well and climb down it, there's actually some tenants down there that have no permits, nothing, and their home is not up to code. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be all kinds of stuff for you to stick your nose into right down there.
You are speaking my language.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
They're right down there. They'll be
The well, and it's, you said it's right back that way, right?
Yep, they're going to be very happy to see you.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much. You know, it's people like you who make the community more safe. Thank you.
You are very welcome, ma'am. Should I feel bad for that?
Alrighty, and to top it all off, swift kick in the chat. The last thing you guys find, of course, the real estate agent. You can hear him mumbling something in the basement, saying, "Oh no, come on, please take me home. I just really want to go home. I'm gonna sell this. It's a done deal." You hear Karen asking to see the ghost's manager, and last but not least, you look down at your feet, and you're surrounded by roaches.
Hey, we got dinner. Protein.
You're about right.
What, you ain't ever had roach salad?
Hmm?
You never had roach salad?
No, I have not. And I never will.
It's crunchy. It's not bad. I mean, you know.
Alrighty.
Right.
And
Well,
Vlass.
I'm going to go outside and throw up about something else entirely.
Change.
No.
Right. Well, I'm going to do a couple of cartwheels and see how many handfuls of cockroaches I can get with each turnover.
There you go. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm actually going to get you to do some acrobatics checks for that, please. As you
Alrighty.
try to go try to get some cockroaches.
24. All right.
God damn. Okay, so yeah, you're getting the roaches, bud.
Just
Two
go over.
handfuls of roach.
Just 2 handfuls.
Why did I do this?
They have little legs.
Oh god, they're flying.
Now, Vlass, inside, as you and the rest of your party members all sort of look around, you see there's something that all the roaches seem to be attracted to. Looks like you can kind of see through one of the entryways. Looks like they're all clustered on something in the kitchen.
Hey, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think we got a dead guy in the next room. But just in case, I'm gonna go ahead.
Could you do me a favor and just maybe light the dagger on fire again? It's just the sound of the ectoplasm as it's leaving the sheath. It's not. That's. It's the combination of that and the cockroaches. It's not sitting well at all.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and light it on fire for you. But just so you know, it's glowing green and it's already steaming. So if this goes up and we walk out of here with no hair, it's on you. Your idea.
Hear me out, and then I'll just go through the door and leave the room.
It's out the door.
All right, let's see. And 3, 2, 1. Hit!
Alright, as soon as the dagger comes into contact with the flame, you see the fog and the green slowly recede from the blade as it glows red and then suddenly bursts into a potent but manageable flame.
Woo! Oh! Ooh. Okay.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. I mean, yeah, of course it worked. You should trust me more.
It exploded a little bit. I'm not used to that, but okay.
Bullshit! You're not
Oh.
you're not used to something exploding.
Alright, props. So, Vlass, you are going to temporarily lose your dagger and is going to get replaced with Haley. What prop does he find?
A umbrella that keeps opening and closing at inopportune moments.
Oh God, inside.
Oh! See, this is what I told you. Look, this is some weird ass magic.
What? Sorry, back up. You lit your dagger on fire, and now you have an umbrella.
Yeah.
Close it. First of all, you are inside. We are already a walking shit show. We do not need that kind of karma. So just close it up. Close it up.
Right.
No, pull the thing. Pull it down.
Trying.
Pull it down. Downways. Pull it
Okay.
downways. But there we go. All right, you got it. Well done. Damn it!
Alright, now Vlass, fortunately, the umbrella opening and closing has scared off the cockroaches. And below, you find that they are sitting on a helmet. Not just any helmet, but it's the shattered remains of that helmet that your father used to wear. It is an old soldier's helm that he had painted up to kind of showcase his rapscallion attitude. You recognize the clan symbols, the skulls, the grinning teeth. And the last time you saw it was when it was mangled after your dad went to his last raid. And he came back, or his body was delivered to you with all his items as such.
This can't be possible.
Eredin, you would recognize this item because it was, Vlass's father was, fairly infamous, and he passed on when Vlass was still fairly young.
How?
All right.
How?
Vlass.
Right? No.
Vlass. We have been beset upon by apparitions that took the form and sound of people that have had great influence on our lives, be they positive or negative. This is just another illusion. All right, it's just something that it's just trying to draw you in.
Flashback
Ooh.
for Vlass.
Vlass.
Oh yay.
We go back to that moment. Yeah. We go back to that moment, Vlass, when your dad, who is going to be played by Charlie, is gearing up for this raid. Him and the boys are off to raid a noble who is legendary for being an asshole. He owns several farms in this area and has just been extorting the people, and he's apparently he's recently cashed in a lot of his material goods or a lot of his commodities for this is supposed to be his biggest sale yet. So much so that they've got an armored caravan coming down to bring him all his gold. And Vlass, you're here watching your dad getting ready to go plunder this jackass. So you, him, and your mom can finally have a life that you can be proud of. Take it away.
Boy, where's
Yeah.
my helm?
Right here, Dad.
Good. Lesser men will tell you not to wear a helm. But the thing that wins battles is here. You have to know why to fight before you know how. So, you protect this so you can strike with this. Now, Fauntleroy has had this coming. However, I'm not immortal, so should something happen, our family name is going to get dragged through the mud. You don't let that happen. Do you understand?
I won't, Dad.
Good.
Like you always said, I won't need a helmet. I'm the most hard-headed orc you know.
That is true. Now, great axe or 2 battle axes? What do you think?
I go for the 2 battle axes. You get the double swing.
Versatility. Could also use it for climbing if I had picks on the side. Alright.
And
2 battle axes it is.
Alright, nicely done. And we zoom out from this helmet in Vlass's hands as that last conversation with his father plays through his mind.
Vlass?
Yeah.
Vlass?
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know what? I don't know why, but something's telling me not to leave this behind, whether it's real or not. I don't know what it is, but I got a really weird feeling. I'm keeping that with me.
Alright.
This is strange, Alexander says, looking at what you've got as both him and Phelan re-enter the house. We were just checking out some of the other houses, and he holds up a pair of raggedy shoes. This was my first pair of shoes. I was, as a street urchin, I was barefoot for so long, and then I just coveted this one kid who had these shoes, because he was always saying, you know, the shoes make me faster, that's why I can... And so I stole his shoes. And I wore them down to nothing. And Phelan, speechless, holds up an old book. This is the story my mom used to read to me.
Why is it showing stuff from our past?
Well, they showed us important people from our past in the well. it makes sense that they would do or show us things from our past in these houses. Maybe there's something here.
I think we need to press on. Don't make it too long.
First fake fog, then ghosts, now this. It's just getting weirder and weirder. But yeah, let's go.
All right.
Illusion, apparition, physicality. Interesting progression. Closer we get to the lighthouse. Okay. Right. It's probably only going to get worse from here on in.
Worst
Right.
person.
All right. So you, let's just do a quick short one. As you, having said that, you open the door, and soaking wet, with a vengeful look in her eye, is Karen, having just climbed back out of the well.
Oh,
How you doing?
you're
Wet?
You have an-
Yeah. I see you have an umbrella with you. That
was-
would have helped through, the
Is
rain
it-
and coming in through the well. And like, why did you send me down there? There was no tenants to be found.
They were down there earlier.
They were down there earlier. I think I'm
Yeah.
going to need to take your information and report you for misrepresenting and falsifying issues relating to homeowners and the real estate industry. I'm going to have to take down your. Can you please give me your name?
Yeah, it's Vlass
Yes,
the Ass.
that's your actual name. Like your legal name. That is what you have on your birth certificate, sir.
That's what I go by reputation. Vlass the Ass. And
But
you can kiss it if you don't like it.
I'd prefer not to, but I'm gonna have to report you. You don't have a middle name at all, Vlass?
Yeah,
Or is
yeah,
it the? Because it's really confusing.
yeah. I have a middle name. It's Gooch.
Oh.
The thing that's in the middle from the ass. Vlass Gooch Ass. There you go.
You are absolutely disgusting human being. I am reporting you. You should expect a fine in the mail.
Look at this. Am I a human being? Look at this skin. Look at these tusks coming out of my mouth. Look at my sheer size and stature. Do I look like a human being?
Look, I don't care if you're human or not. The law is the law, and you are breaking it.
Look here, lady.
One persistent Karen.
Look here, lady. I've got the king's army looking for me right now, okay? All because I decided to throw some old man out into the water who decided to drown, okay? Whatever you've got against me is nothing, okay? So go ahead.
I take my job extremely seriously. Do you think because you have some tusks that scares me? Who is there somebody else that I can speak to? Like, do you have a manager given that you're a tusky individual? Like, I don't know how your type works.
My type. Oh, my.
Right. I'm just one second. Just gonna push him in things. I will handle this. The last time this happened,
hang on.
There was a fire. No.
Intimidation roll. I get to pull the you people card now. Oh, I waited for this my entire life.
Oh no!
And
Oh,
son of a bitch. Okay.
Vlass, your intimidation washes over Karen like a tiny wave against the mighty mountain.
You're not going to be. I tried to warn you. You are a very intimidating creature. You really are. But against her self-righteousness, it's just going to not do anything. Just let me handle this, please.
Sure, fine, whatever. Go right ahead.
Wow. Okay, so just passive aggressive then. Fantastic. Good. Get to deal with this on a regular basis. Hi, what was your name again? Sorry,
Karen,
we
yeah.
were never introduced. I'm terribly sorry. My name is Eredin. I would like to apologize for my colleague. He's going through a lot, actually. He just actually found the kind of broken helmet of his father, who died mysteriously a little while ago. No one really knows what happened. So it's I have a feeling that's messing with a lot of his emotions, and yeah, I think as we all know, men don't really take their emotional maturity very seriously, and it's, I mean, apparent. But anyway, I
Eredin,
do
feel free to make a
apologize.
diplomacy roll if you'd like. Man, this is just not going well for anyone tonight.
Super Karen.
Karen is unfazed.
Unfazed.
Oh, I'm about to do something.
And Selena.
You know what?
Hey.
Screw it. You know what? Screw it.
Sorry.
Ma'am, come here. I have something that might cheer you up a little bit.
And what would that be?
Okay, well. Come here. I got something to tell you. It's a little joke.
Hmm.
What do you tell a woman with one black eye?
No. This is not. No.
Is this a domestic violence joke? Do I also need to report you for domestic violence?
Who are you gonna report it to, lady?
Glass, I need you to stop.
Look, you're going to get hit with so many fines. You are going to not be able to afford to live and afford a home ever. I promise you that.
You know what? Screw it, because I love this joke.
All right, so
Well,
I done told you once.
Karen gets knocked out, goes right over. Selena's, oh my God, what is wrong with you?
We don't have that kind of time.
Yep, nope.
It seems slightly over exaggerated for what is really a minor offense.
Sorry, who are you talking to? Because it honestly could be to the both of them.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Vlass, would you mind
What?
terribly just could you I was just wondering if you could stop just all of that.
I stopped it.
All right.
That was the punchline of the joke. What do you tell a woman with one black eye?
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm
I
aware
already
of
told you
it.
once.
It is in poor taste, and it's not funny. I'm sorry. It's never been funny, not in any capacity whatsoever. I'm just not at all. Not even to this.
Yep.
I don't even know where she came from. Do you know where she came from? That should bother everyone. This
Doesn't
is
matter.
a ghost town. The only living thing here thus far are cockroaches and Gil, and no one knows where this woman came from. Oh yeah, I don't even know if that's Gil's wife, and if it is, poor Gil. Now
it doesn't matter where she came from. I sent her back. That's all that matters.
And Vlass, your performance has earned you a rose from our audience. Ironically named Swift Kick 85.
Domestic violence, yeah.
Oh, no.
All right, so
I
moving
genuinely,
along,
I'm so conflicted about that.
GM intervention here. The situation has been resolved, and you now find yourselves again in the the light mist of this little dilapidated town, all of your companions are holding these strange trinkets from their past, except Eredin, and before you blinks the lighthouse up on its rocky cliff.
Right, let's keep going.
You know, that is kind of weird. How come there was nothing for you?
Divine gifts should never be questioned, just accepted. Let's move on.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's kind of weird, you know?
Well, I guess we all went and checked different houses. Hey.
Yeah, true.
Alexander kind of shrugs and quietly plays his flute. And you all continue on for a good 45 minutes as the train gets rougher. The sea air gets a little cooler as a light mist drizzles in, meeting with the fog. It is now difficult to see, as, well, you can easily see the area around your feet. Up ahead is much murkier, as the lighthouse in the distance appears only a shimmer in the silvery fog.
Glass.
Ah,
This fog remind you of Miranda's hookah lounge.
oh, what? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, remember that one time I got so messed up? I broke into the baker's shop. Oh, he hated me. I worked forever to pay off that debt. I don't regret it, though. I don't regret a single bit of that.
I'm genuinely surprised you remember it.
Yeah. Between the hookah and then the diabetic coma that it threw me into, oh my God. Just, oh. It was well worth it, though.
Alrighty. And eventually the roar of the sea gets suspiciously loud. And as you continue the next few hundred feet up, it becomes very obvious that you are walking... Sorry, I inhaled a bit of pepper. Excuse me. Resume. It becomes clear that there is some kind of ravine ahead of you. And sure enough, as you look, there is a very ominous, rickety-looking bridge that connects to the other side with the lighthouse.
Oh yeah, that's not haunted at all.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Alrighty, and we will pause here for a quick intermission. And we will see how everybody decides to go about the bridge problem in just a moment. We'll see you in roughly 10 minutes, folks. And welcome back, everybody. We hope you enjoyed your intermission and found something lovely to do. And, of course, for those who are sticking around, to our 4 concurrent viewers who have been with us, and everybody who's dropped in, thank you so much. We are the Actors Dungeon. We are a growing YouTube channel, and, you know, if you can drop us a like, share the videos with a friend, it helps us bring the whole cast together, because then we don't have to kind of keep sacrificing our Saturdays to work tertiary part-time job. Tertiary? There we go. Part-time jobs. Or maybe I could afford a better education, so I know how to pronounce words gooder.
Bestest.
Thank you. I got some chuckles from that. All right, so our heroes arrive at a bridge. It's a very rickety-looking bridge. It sways back and forth over a rather ominous-looking gorge. Beneath it, the sea roars. It is
Selena,
roughly...
you go first.
No.
I'm joking.
Says
I'm-
the
obviously
half-horse gives a
Obviously,
firm stomp of her hoof. Well, ha ha ha, it's not funny.
I thought it was funny. Okay, so who's going first?
All right, I'll go.
Right, Eredin.
I mean,
You walk onto the bridge and...
If I die, I'm never speaking to you again.
yeah, yep. That would be true.
Just a bunch of
Eredin,
facts.
as you assumed, you step on this bridge and the wood being suspended over a roaring sea in a strange part of the ocean has not held up well. The rope holding this whole thing together has not held up well. Eredin, give me a survival check, an intelligence check, whichever you prefer.
I'll take the survival check. All right.
Eredin. So you immediately swallow your breath, knowing that this will be incredibly risky. You know that although it appears to be holding your weight at the moment from this safe spot anchored to the cliffside, you know that a lot of this is going to be chance, and there's a good chance. I was trying to avoid saying chance a second time, but alas.
I'm going to. Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my footing wide, so I'm not stepping in the middle of the board. It's going to be because the boards normally go over a like the suspension rope, so I'm going to be stepping where there's a rope underneath the thing. So it's just going to be this really wide, like stepping forward and then kind of moving over and then stepping forward on the other side, and just kind of avoiding stepping on any part of the bridge that doesn't have anything underneath it.
all right.
If that makes any sense.
It does.
So you're basically gonna walk bow-legged across it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool.
All right. So your survival check has given you the ability to discern, okay, walking bow-legged, staying on the rope part of the suspension bridge is going to give you the highest chance of making it across. And doing that, you have set the DC a little bit lower for yourself. So,
Sweet.
when you're ready, as you go out, you can make either an athletics check or an acrobatics check as you attempt to keep this walk.
It will be acrobatics.
All right.
That kind of sucked, but it could have been a whole lot worse.
Eredin, you take a step out, and immediately the bridge collapses underneath you. It doesn't completely sever. Simply, you step through, and the rope on one side that you step on falls out, breaking the knot, and
Wonderful.
all the boards in that section simply drop to the side. Eredin, make a reflex save as you try to avoid Eredin, you make your save. You cling onto the side as the boards in your square all go tumbling down into the ocean. Selena gasps.
Right.
Vlass clears his throat.
Don't step there.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna... Now, Eredin, give me an athletics check as you attempt to pull yourself up carefully onto the next section.
Actually, if I can, I would like to do something else.
Yeah, you can do whatever you
I
want.
have a climbing kit and a grappling hook.
Okay.
So what I want to do is I want to kind of pull myself up and wrap my leg around the kind of grapevine my leg around the rope that I'm currently holding on, and then use the grappling hook as almost like a climbing hook, and just go underneath the wood, and then kind of just slide on the underside of the bridge, and climb that way.
All right. Now, your check is pretty high, but I am going to get you to give me an acrobatics check as you attempt to do all of this whilst hanging on. Actually, this will be the... and if you are successful, you will be able to throw your grappling hook.
All right. And acrobatics, you say?
Mm-hmm. All right, you are successful. So, sorry. So you get the grappling hook out and you attach it to... Sorry, where are you throwing it? Run that by me one more time.
I'm effectively using it as a climbing hook.
Okay.
So, I'm grabbing hold of the rope underneath the wood planks, and I'm kind of reaching up and kind of hooking the top part, and then just sliding underneath the kind of doing this slow, weird caterpillar thing on the underside of the bridge.
Oh, for the entirety of it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, smart. You are going to...
Is it though?
We'll see. You are... It's interesting.
Well, it's one of those things. I feel like I kind of think that he'd be looking at it going, okay, I can't walk because everything is rotting. So if I don't put any pressure on the wood, then it won't collapse. So maybe if I try going at it from a completely different manner, regardless of the fact that he's probably just making it a whole lot harder on himself, he thinks he's very clever. So.
Alrighty. So, Eredin. You attempt to caterpillar your way along. Please give me an acrobatics check as you attempt to continue. You are crawling, so you're moving at half your speed.
Fuck. I'm going to use a rose on that one.
That's a good idea.
Because we start with one, right? You always have one?
You always start with one.
Yeah. All right. That is much better than the 2 that I rolled.
All right. Yeah, much better. So you're about to slip, and then you just grin and bear it and continue along. So, Eredin, your full movement speed, I believe, is 25. So you're moving at half, which is... I think it always ends in a group of 5, so I want to say 15. 5, 10, 15. And Vlass, you watch.
I have something.
Oh,
I have something. I have a combat climber.
Excellent. Okay.
Techniques. Okay, so I'm not flat-footed when I'm climbing. and I can climb with a hand occupied. So, I don't know if that helps.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna reduce the DC even further then.
All right. Before I move forward, I'm just gonna see if I can like toss like start twirling because I can do things with one hand and see if I can toss Vlass like one end of the rope that I have.
Okay. Alrighty. This is gonna have a different DC.
Catch!
So, give me an athletics check as you try to throw this over to Vlass.
No, catch.
You didn't throw it far enough.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Eredin, from your place underneath the bridge, it is virtually impossible to get it up there.
It's all right. We did this. I'm just gonna go then, and I'll just move forward.
All right. Give me another acrobatics check as you continue to inchworm your way along. Eredin, it's giving out again. This time your grappling hook attaches to something that you just have the hook in your hand, or is the rope attached to you?
No, I was just I was using the hook as like as a climbing tool.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I want some tenser music for this, as Eredin might be going into the pool.
Fantastic.
Eredin, you it comes down. You break out another section of board, and now, unfortunately, you got to give me a reflex save as you attempt to get back onto the. Okay, you're fine, and you actually come out one block ahead. Man, I just put on tense music too. You and your 20s. So there is another section where the.
I kind of picturing like I kind of reach over and it just kind of breaks and swings, and I just kind of like the just with the waves and the wind, and there's just the rocking of the bridge, and it just kind of swings me up, and I land on my feet, and there's like that was purposeful. I am Grace.
It looked great. Like just.
I'm afraid to move.
And so, Haley, just so you know, on a d20, if you roll a 20, that's not only is it an automatic success, you essentially get to do a little flourish as well, because same as if you roll a 1 on a d20, it's an automatic failure, and there's usually some sort of critical effect. And so, yeah, Eredin, you are back up there, on the bridge now with your, hook in hand. What do you do?
Attach it to the rope. Turn around. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Catch. And throw the grappling hook with the rope attached.
Okay, give me another athletics check as you attempt to throw this over 40 feet now. Vlass, you don't even have to roll to catch this. It just lands perfectly in your hand.
See, how hard was that?
That was amazing. Yes. I.
Don't ask me to do it again. Right. So take your length of rope attach it to that, and then Selena, if you wouldn't mind wrapping that around your waist as an anchor, just in case.
Excuse me?
I
Well, I
can
mean-
swim. That's a roiling sea. You are the sturdiest thing on that side of the bridge.
And I mean, you know, you are that. No offense, but you are the heaviest out of all of us.
Oh,
I-
wow.
Never refer to a female centaur as heavy. That's very
Well, no, it's a compliment because you're.
physically. I understand that. Yes, being half horse, I am the heavy, but it is still. You just don't have to be so rude about it, okay?
I wasn't being rude. I was just saying because you play a big part in this part of the plan. So, you know,
Now, Vlass, dig up.
I'm just saying, like you play a big part in our team, you know, and there's certain things that you're better
just
for.
tie it to me already. And she turns around. This is gonna be awkward. So I'm not good with knots. So Vlass, you can make either a thievery check or a survival check as you attempt to tie a knot around the torso of Selena the Centaur. Oh, sorry, it says failure, but I forgot to clear the DC. It's decent. It's a good knot. It's gonna hold.
Okay. There
It's
we
not, you know, it's
Ugh.
Are we good?
nothing to, show off to the Boy Scout troop or anything like that, but it's a good
We're
knot.
good. We're good.
I'll create a loop on my end and just kind of like wrap it around my, just underneath my, my arms,
All right.
and
Give me a
move
survival
forward.
check, please, to make sure that your knot holds up. Yeah, you're good. All right. And, Eredin, I'm just going to reset the DC check. You've made this easier for you, so please can give me one final acrobatics check as you move.
I'm just double checking my abilities. I don't. All right, acrobatics. All right, time to do this crunch.
All right. Eredin. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. You go again. Give me a reflex save as you... Eredin.
Anyone's
Yeah, it's bad
wondering
news for
why
you,
I
buddy.
set up the... Anyone's wondering why I set up the rope?
And Eredin, yeah. You hear Selena squeal. Kurt, as she kind of staggers forward a little bit, and that's your cue as you see, because it's been wounded, right, we've got two wounds side by side. The bridge is now collapsing. It severs in two as Eredin swings dangerously back towards the cliff. The bridge, I'm just gonna have to draw over it now. You get the idea. The bridge is broken in two, all movie style. And Eredin, you are now, with the force of the fulcrum, you are being flung towards the cliff. Make an acrobatics or an athletics. Oh, sorry, Haley, were you saying something? Or
Yeah, just how big of a fall is it to the water?
oh, it's 100 foot down.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. All right. do the acrobatics thing, see if I can get my feet under me. Probably not.
Actually, no, with a 20, you are able to... So I didn't... It says failure because I didn't clear the bridge. But, Eredin, you aren't going to take any damage, but oh boy, do you feel it.
Oh.
As you try your best to disperse the weight by running along the cliff, but it ends with you rolling along, getting a few cuts. As you watch
okay
the
down
right
there?
of the bridge collapse.
Kind of looking up. Yes, perfectly all right, you fucking idiot.
Looked like it hurt.
I'm gonna take a moment, and if you'll allow a perception roll, just to see if there's anything from a lower perspective that we don't see from up top. Because all we see is like roiling sea. I don't know if there's like any caves in the cliff face or anything like that. Something that might help.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Eredin.
Oh.
From this point of view, you notice that, although not on the map, there are a fair amount of boulders and shallow areas going across the midpoint of the channel. And while it would have its own share of risks, there is the potential that you could cross using these kind of like stepping stones. Or risking wading through some of the shallower areas.
Lower me down!
Are you crazy?
Sure.
There actually might be a way we could walk across.
All right.
Kind of.
Selena,
You've got to be kidding.
start walking closer towards the cliff.
All right. So Vlass, yeah, you... Oops, sorry, I'm drawing on you. Exit drawing mode. Vlass, you come to the cliff, and yeah, you see Eredin swinging by a rope.
Hey! Just be happy you're not swinging by your eyebrow this time. No, I thought it was funny.
That
So
must have been too
Selena-
far to my left.
Selena begins walking forward, slowly letting Eredin down. And Eredin, with give me an acrobatics check as you attempt to push yourself off of one area and connect to the other rock. All right. Eredin, you are successful. And you have managed to get onto the rock face.
All right. And I'll take the rope off. All right, pull that up. Vlass, come on down.
All right.
So Selena, instead of anchoring it to herself, has tied it onto one of the nearby boulders with the help of the rest of the crew. There. So this way, at least, eventually when I come down, I've got something I can hold on to without having to be my own anchor, because that wouldn't make sense. And Vlass, the rope is offered to you.
All right. Let's go ahead and go down.
All right.
Now it'd be acrobatics, right?
You can use acrobatics or athletics interchangeably for tasks like this. It just affects how you're... If you're using acrobatics per se, you're utilizing momentum and like skidding and things like that. If you're using your athletics, you're utilizing your strength, so your ability to simply just lower yourself down the mountain.
Okay, athletics.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, Vlass for a controlled descent. Actually, sorry, Vlass, I don't think I can give you this one. Give me a reflex save to stop yourself from falling into the water.
Reflex. Oh, there we are.
Okay, fine. Yep.
Oh. Okay.
All right, and athletics check as you continue your way down to make sure you make it. Okay, Vlass, you're down at the bottom, but now you are essentially on the lowest lip of this cliff, and you are now going to have to jump, or once Eredin is free of this rock, because, well, actually, these bigger ones, 2 of you can, it has a max of 2, whereas the ones I've drawn, they have a max of 1 person at a time. So, Vlass, you are going to attempt a 10-foot jump. This will be a high athletics check as you prepare yourself, but when you're ready, give it a go. Oh my god, I can't watch. Selena jams her eyes shut.
All right, Eredin, ready?
No.
Too bad. Ready or not, here I am.
And he is indeed there. He just
Whoa.
sort of hulks his way onto the rock, and grabs onto the side.
Glad you could join us.
Yep.
All right.
It's kind of cozy.
All right, now.
I'll start. Excuse me. I'll start making my way on the stone path.
All right. So this next one is just a 5-foot jump. It should be easier to do.
I actually have powerful leap, which I can jump 5 feet up with a vertical leap, and I can increase the distance I jump horizontally by 5 feet. So
Alright.
would I even need to roll for a 5-foot jump?
Yes, because everybody rolls a 1. But what I've done is
That's correct.
now the DC has been lowered. Okay, it's actually, I will let you you go with a spring in your step, and with that flourish, you can use this momentum to jump onto the next one that will and let the momentum carry you, so it is an easier DC check.
Sure. Sounds good.
But you gotta roll acrobatics right now, or athletics, whichever you prefer.
What was that you're saying?
And Eredin, you're in such a hurry. You nimbly leap onto the first rock. You crouch down, let the momentum take you to the next one. But you just completely miss it and end up in the ocean.
Wonderful.
Now, Eredin, give me an athletics check as you are about to wash by the boulder.
Oh.
Eredin, you are rolling down the stream. Actually, sorry, the current's going this way. So you are plunged underwater, back up as the current turns and churns. Vlass, you see Eredin getting whisked away by the water.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take out my axe musket real quick. And
Put
I
him
have
out of his misery?
I have a grappling hook and my rope. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff that son of a bitch down in there. I'm gonna try and shoot it past him, so he can try and grab it as he washes
Okay.
by it.
All right. Now, first, I'm just gonna get a quick. Yeah. Chris knows. So modifying a weapon is outside of your wheelhouse, but it is not impossible. So I'm gonna get a quick crafting check, just to see, just to gauge your ability to
Okay.
do this.
Go for it.
Wow.
Bada bing,
Okay.
baby. Ah.
Okay, so yeah, you are able to. It's not supposed to work like this, but there's enough gunpowder. You cram it in there that you're going for broke. So now, I'm gonna have you target Eredin, Vlass, and you're gonna roll your attack. And if you hit him, it's going to.
Swear to God, if you hit my other eye.
I'm gonna try and shoot it past you.
Yeah. So it's only the +4. So roll
It's only
that.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a critical miss, unfortunately, as the gun, because it's a musket and you've loaded it with untraditional ammo. The grappling hook just blasts off. The rope gets burned up. The grappling hook just goes and just off into the water somewhere.
Well, that sucked. Now I'm trying to figure out what I can do.
Now, Eredin, please give me an athletics check again, please.
I'm hesitant given how I'm rolling.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, no,
Wait a
it's
minute.
17, so that is a success. So, Eredin, you are no longer being swept away. You are able to swim, but making progress from here is going to be somewhat difficult.
Wait a minute.
I will point myself at the destination side of the cliff and be completely okay with the fact that I know full well I want to go this way, I'm gonna go that way. But it's still technically forward.
All right.
Hang on, I've got an idea. If I could do this, the dagger, if it takes on whatever element or magic that it touches, this is just a spur of the moment thought. I'm going to take my dragon blood dagger and I'm going to swing it down at the water and see if it will take on the element of the water and see if it will actually create a current and pull him back. Okay, I love this plan. It's a big brain moment and I'm happy to be part of it. Let's do it.
All right. So, Kurt, you plunge your dagger down into the water, slicing up, and you notice it is no longer on fire. Or, sorry, sorry, I forgot. Your prop is currently an umbrella.
Oh,
So
right.
your dagger is going haywire at the moment, as it simply opens up into an umbrella. Now, Kurt, because this is an improv situation, you just got to figure out some clever way to turn it back into your dagger, and I'll let you have your dagger back.
Let's see here. Dagger. How do I get... Okay, let's
Eredin,
see
in the
here.
meantime, give me another acrobatics check as you try to avoid floating away.
Let's see here. Mythical object. Mythical objects usually have some type of a... What was it Grandpa told me? Oh yeah, they have some type of a conscience usually. Okay, if you don't stop, I'm gonna break you in half. And I sit there and start holding it, start putting some pressure on it.
Alrighty. Now, the only one who can undo this, Haley, we usually get our judges to nod or do a thumbs up when they've come up with something creative enough in your mind. Feel free to say no if you want him to keep trying.
Keep trying.
And in the meantime, Eredin, you move 15 squares towards your goal. Give me a fortitude save, as the ocean is very cold. Okay,
Wonderful.
Eredin, unfortunately, you are feeling the effects of the freezing cold ocean, and it is going to slow you down a bit, or...
I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's all right. I just gotta look at, there we go, drain. Add it to Eredin. I think that's the one.
Now that it's opened back up, I'm just gonna dip it down into the water upside down and everything. Now it's gonna be help. Now all the weight, it can't close back. Now you're stuck. Ha!
All right.
Oh, you can't.
So, Vlass, you pull it up, and it is once again your dagger. And it's no longer on fire, no longer got that ghostly aura. It actually seems to be almost whitish, as if the metal is covered in frost.
Hey, Eredin! You want to see something cool? Check this out. Or at least I think. And I'm going to go ahead and swing down at the water and see if I can't pull him. See if I can't pull some kind of magical dragon dagger magic and pull him back to me. And
Alrighty.
alley-oop!
Alrighty. Now, Vlass, I'm going to give you a rose for that, because that was just brilliant to your character. Unfortunately, that is, you realize the sad way that your dagger doesn't seem to be able to do that. Despite all that effort. Despite that great flourish.
Well, it was worth a shot.
You do notice that Eredin has been keeping his head above water, and he seems to be slowly swimming towards the shore.
Oh, well, at least I tried. He'll be all right.
All right, so Vlass, now it's your turn to try to jump across the stones, or take the polar plunge, as you see Eredin is able to swim along.
Well, screw all that noise. I'm not about the swimming, so let's go ahead and go to the next rock. And alley-oop.
All right. Vlass, you are successful.
Okay, and to the next one.
Again, Vlass. All right, sorry, I got to put the DC up a bit because now these next two are further apart. All right. So, Vlass, even with your powerful leap, actually, powerful leap is going to bring that down a little bit. Oops. There we go. All right. Both Eredin and Vlass, give me athletics checks as you attempt to leap to the next rock.
Or swim.
Yeah, sorry. All right. Excellent. So, Vlass, you owe me a reflex save as you are about to land in the water.
Nope.
Eredin, you are very close to shore now. Yeah, shit, Vlass, you got that. Nice recovery. So you're not on the rock, but you are not being swept away. You're in the water, but you are holding on for dear life. And now,
Okay.
because the NPCs just have NPC powers, they are able to progress as you progress. All right. So, Eredin, you see Vlass hanging onto the rock for dear life from your place.
All right.
All right. And now, both of you, when you're ready. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just see if I can make the finish the distance here.
All right. All right. That actually is successful because in this area the DC has gone down. Yeah, you're a little out of where you hoped, but Eredin, you have successfully reached the shore.
All right, I'm immediately going to be rubbing my chest to get my body heat back.
All right. I'll leave you with that for a moment. Now, Vlass, athletics check or acrobatics as you attempt to get yourself back onto this rock.
Go with athletics.
Yeah, Vlass,
Oh.
back up on the rock.
I hate water. Oh, I hate it. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next rock.
Vlass, the next rock, you might want to think about doing the last little bit of it swimming, because it is... this rock is 15 feet away, and in order to leap this, you will have to be a master of jumping.
Screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump for it and say YOLO.
I knew you would.
And YOLO!
Vlass, as much as I would like to capitalize on that nat one, you do have 3 roses.
I'm genuinely like I'm just probably like just looking at this and looking at you, looking at that rock, going, that crazy fucker's gonna jump.
All right, I'm gonna use one of my roses. And third time's a charm. One more rose. Oh, no, it's still a failure.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, Vlass. For a jump like that, you had to clear a 32.
Oh, okay. Well, this is
Unlikely,
fun.
but not impossible. That being said, you just kind of... You know you're not going to be able to make it, but you are kind of prepared to land in the ocean. So now give me an athletics check as you try to stop yourself from getting pulled away by this current. Okay, yeah. So Vlass, you are slowly moving along with the current, but you are not being swept away.
Huh. Ain't this lovely? Oh, yeah.
Alright, now give me another check as you attempt to swim the rest of the way to shore. What was Eredin's failure on that point?
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
I was
Numbers.
in and around where I was, though. I was more like dead center. He's closer to the cliff face, so I don't think the current's going to be, or the depth at the very least is going to be that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That area specifically was you could kind of walk. So yeah, judging by my own setup, I did say you could swim that one. So, Vlass, you are, fuck it, you make it to the end. But you're not happy about it. You are cold, and I am going to give you a level of fatigue.
Why? I hate bridges. I hate them so much. I hate water. I hate rivers. I hate ghosts. I hate wells. I hate... Oh. I hate you the most. Just saying. Ugh.
Well, so long as you hate me the most.
Ah.
And eventually the rest of your companions, all panting and shivering from the cold, make their way.
I'll try and make my way over to them.
Alrighty, so just give me a flat d20 roll, because I'm going to let you take your time. So that is just, if you roll a 5 or lower, no modifiers, something goes wrong. Yeah, you're good. So Eredin, you spend a good half hour making your way over there, but yeah. Everybody is now together at the bottom of from here the cliff is 80-ish feet, you'd estimate.
Huh.
No, actually, Eredin, give me a perception check, because you are missing an eye.
Wow.
You don't know. You think, maybe 40 feet? You're not sure.
I just happened to look at our chat. I'm gonna go ahead and light my tiger on fire.
Damn it. Alright, so from the strain of swimming, you are still fatigued, but you're not going to be losing any other levels to cold right now, as you all huddle around this dagger. Selena's like, as nice as this is, I should probably try to get up this cliff face so we can light a real fire.
Yeah.
Good call. Well, what is that, like 40 feet-ish, give or take?
Might be a little bit more.
Still getting used to my depth perception.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going
40?
to...
It's got to be at least... Ow! And a rock hits her right in the eye. Oh! Oh!
You alright?
Yeah, oh.
That looked like it hurt.
Oh, it's fine. You see her hand just glow gold for a moment. There, good as new.
I will take out my climbing kit and just start setting up pythons and making footholds and slowly making my way up.
All right. So, Eredin, give me a survival check as you prepare your climbing kit. Alrighty. You are Whoops, not assets. You are assisted by your crew as they attempt to. Excellent. So, many hands make short work, and you are able to get your pythons set up. You've got your rope sort of wrung out, retied, and you are ready to start climbing. So, with your survival check, the climb check is going to go down.
Right.
And
Okay.
Eredin, as you will.
Climbing, that's athletics, right?
Yeah.
Oof.
Eredin, you're off to a bad start.
I would imagine his hands are still somewhat numb.
Actually, that's exactly it, because the fatigued level is going to give any strength-based check a -1.
Want to put your hands on the blade?
Please don't tempt me, I'm very cold.
I'm just saying.
Alright, so I think we need to help them out with an improv game. Judges, what are you thinking? What could we do to help them get up the mountain and end our show for this evening on a high note?
We'll do genres.
On a high note.
I see what you did there. You got me. You got me.
Genres. What kind of genres are you thinking?
Thinking we could narrate this like a sports cast to close out the ending.
Okay, so now. Very nice. That is a very clever idea, Haley. I hope we can get you back on the show sometime.
I do have to clarify. What kind of sportscaster? Because there's Spanish soccer or golf, and it's
No. We don't want golf. That's a little too. I mean, you could, but it'd be very quiet.
And he puts his hand on the next rock, and it falls.
I think like a raunchy Manchester United kind of sportscast.
I have no idea what that is, but let's go for it.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. This is soccer for our lovely American friends.
Game of cookies.
Yes, football, but not American football. Like what the rest of the world calls it, where you actually use your feet. You
football,
kick a ball.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Hey, we kick a ball. We just don't do it quite as often.
Yeah.
All right. So, that being said, Charlie and Kurt, you two will be like a sportscast narration. And if you're not familiar with Manchester, it's very similar to John Madden, but just with more colorful dialogue. Or I was gonna say Don Cherry, but very few people know him.
Yes.
Outside of our area.
Lots of Scottish accents, English accents, very aggressive.
You guys are still going to be doing your roles, but instead of doing it from the perspective of Vlass and Eredin, you're going to be doing it from the perspective of the sports commentators as they watch this troop of heroes try to climb up a mountain. Hi there, everybody. I am here with Pathfinder 2nd Edition news as we go live to a sports event, and so we go now live to the booth where our commentators, who will name themselves, or probably who will end up giving clever names to each other. We go now live.
Greetings and salutations. I am Glenn Fiddick, coming to you live from the shores of the lighthouse floor. Over here we have Selena the Centaur, we have Alexander, and Vlass the Ass, Eredin Collad, and Phelan. What do you think their what do you think their chances are there? My esteemed colleague.
Well, hey there, I just want to sit there. It's me, everyone. It's me, everybody. Johnny Wanker. I'm just sitting here with you. And I think it's going to be quite an interesting thing, especially with Vlass the Ass and Eredin Collad. They both seem to be carrying the team, but we're going to see. But there's going to be a bit of... I think there's just a bit of frustration with Vlass's morale with the rest of the team, making fat jokes. And apparently... did you hear about what he did here recently? He's been convicted of domestic violence, apparently punching some woman in his neighborhood. Very, very, very sad.
It is very sad. It is very sad. We do not, on this particular channel, we do not condone any sort of domestic violence in the slightest. And it's but you know what? I hear that Vlass has agreed to do some sensitivity training, and he's actively putting himself forward. He's joined a group of support for Karens across the world, because apparently they go through a lot. Not entirely sure what, but it's a thing. So there's that, and he's growing as a person, and I think that's important. And
sportscasters, just as you are talking about the Karen support movement, Vlass gets a little bit higher on the cliff as he passes his check. Eredin unfortunately falls back and is going to have to start once again from the ocean.
Bad luck.
Eredin.
You know that probably is that water there is cold as a witch's titty. That's as all that is. He's probably got the manual dexterity of a corpse at this point. But you know what? If at any height you're gonna fall 5 feet, fantastic. And especially this, because that particular part of the water is kind of shallow.
And it's absolutely amazing what he's been able to get done with only one eye. I mean,
it is.
Yes,
I did notice when he was trying to swim forward. I'm not entirely sure if it was the current or the fact that he could only see through the right eye. He was listing towards the right. So
Yeah.
And with
it'll
that,
be
Eredin plummets back into the water.
and
with a
back in
second
he
failure.
goes. Back in he goes. Bad luck.
Hey, he is the stress of everything that he has gone through this.
He is absolutely shitting the bed at this point. Like, at what point do you think maybe adventuring is not for me? Maybe I should go back home to the farm and milk a cow or something like that. But you probably fuck that up as well. I mean, at this point.
I mean, hey, maybe he could hold on to the cow's titties more than he could the rocks. I mean, obviously he's got girly hands. I mean, he can't even hold on to a rock.
There is that.
And Eredin has made it back to the rock.
Oh, good.
Oh,
good.
Yes. There he is.
Okay,
there
good.
he is. Come on.
Solid effort. Good. Let's see here. Alexander is showing off, playing the flute while he climbs. That's unnecessary.
And doing it. Smiling while playing the flute. That just...
I'm not entirely sure how that works, nor am I sure how it is possible that the Centaur made it up first.
She had something to prove. She had something to prove.
There were a few off-color comments, but between you and me and the lamppost, I don't think she's half horse. I think there's like the upper half of an elf and the lower half of like a mountain goat, and that would explain the climbing ability.
There's got to be.
And with that, Vlass has successfully scaled the cliff.
And Vlass is up.
Try again.
There he
Vlass is up. Okay, so it's all up to Eredin, and naturally fucks the dog on this one. Not entirely sure what exactly is going on. The gods do not like him.
And that's Vlass.
It's either that or someone just wants him to bathe, which is weird. He seems like a cleanly fighter, and he's
right back on it.
You gotta give him credit. I mean, how many times? Let's be honest. Like, it would only take once for me to get kicked in the balls, and I would just stay down. He just keeps getting back up. Look at him fucking go!
There he goes.
Oh, you wee bastard!
Yes, and he's got his friend Vlass there, giving him emotional support. He's screaming out.
Emotional support. He's got
grab the rocks.
Support. Half-Orc. Good.
No shit, Sherlock. But hey, it's there.
Yeah, that's fine. Go.
And there he is. Yes. Oh, yes. Go!
Oh, finally! Holy shit! I thought we were gonna be here for fucking ever.
Oh,
that's
makes
great.
you wonder sometimes, doesn't it?
That is great. I'm so happy for him. I genuinely am. He definitely needed a W today.
He needed that. Yes, he did.
He has had a fucking day.
Yes.
That's just great. And thank you very much for everyone showing up. I'm just reminding you that this particular my podcast is brought to you by Bagley's Funeral Home and Pizzeria. Now, reminding you that with both our operations, if we're not on the doorstep in 13 minutes, you get to keep the box.
Yes. And remember their slogan: yesterday's loss is today's sauce.
Change.
You know what they sit there and say? You bring in your dead babies, you shake them, we bake them.
Change.
Reminding you with our trapdoor special. That's right. There 1 minute and gone the next with a looted whoosh. Bagley's, where you don't just kick the bucket, it sails over for the extra point.
Change.
I was gonna give it to him.
Bagley's. Have you ever sat down and thought what it would be? Have you ever sat down and thought what it would be like I lost it.
It's written down, you daffy fuck.
I know. I have
we
a
have
problem.
it.
I have
It's
a
a
problem
cue card.
reading.
How are you fucking that up?
I have a problem reading, but it's okay. Just remember, bag this. All right?
They
We'll put anything on a pizza for you, even if you're Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh,
Okay. Now that's no.
Okay.
No.
I'm
Why?
calling it here.
Thank you.
All right, that ends today's game. Guys, thank you all very much for participating.
It was this close to an organ donor special. I'm just saying. It's
Eric,
it's also a PSA for a few things.
yeah,
like
A lot of violence today.
yeah. It is a combat-based game, so these
Tabletop.
things happen. Yeah. All right. So this brings us to the I don't have to save that. All right. So only 2 players, so don't feel you have to do first and second as much. I'm gonna give them both full points, but I'd just like to hear what were your final scores anyway, and just what sorts of things did you like about tonight's game, judges? If there were any highlights, shoutouts, or fun things like that.
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't really know how challenging it is to do it with 2 people, but I would imagine it would be very, very challenging. So kudos to you both. We had some interesting topics this evening, from domestic violence to Karens from the Homeowners Association to eager real estate agents to Eredin almost getting waterboarded and not making it up the cliff.
right?
So I think there was a lot. It's well done to you both. I don't really want to give first and second, but I think I've got to give it to Vlass tonight. I think he just had some zingers and stayed in character the whole time and did a great job this evening. So, do you need the actual numbers there? Oh, okay, yeah, but I think I got both were excellent, but I think Vlass had some crass this evening. So,
Blast the crass.
so
All right. Thank
There
you
we
very
go.
much. All right. And Chris.
Yes. All right. So we're just going to start by saying this. I'm giving mine to Charlie. Just your manic attempts to get across this bridge as best
Holy shit.
it was one of the better things I'd seen all day. Don't get me wrong. It was stupid close when Vlass was, trying to pull off his dagger problems. So on one hand, don't get me wrong, Vlass, that was awesome. And I'm glad you both were thinking of what you had in your pockets and what you had in your abilities. Good choices. But I think Eredin was just a little bit more in it on both. And also, just throwing this out there, I want to compliment you both on not being afraid of sucking. I've been in enough tabletop groups that are so terrified of failure that they will overplan for hours.
The dice were not the dice were not in our favor, but at the same time it's just like that's what saving throws are for.
Yeah, and you guys had fun with it. You guys looked like idiots, and that's okay. Your adventurers look like morons.
It doesn't matter what happens in the adventure. We get to write the book about the adventure when we survive. So that's not going to be in the book.
Artie, when we talk about
harpies that knock us off the bridge, and then we have to fight like midair, and it's going to look a lot better.
Yeah, some serious wire foo up in here.
Yeah.
That just reminds me of that one line from Wild Wild West. Artie, when you tell your kids about the story of how you saved the Union, don't tell them this part. Don't worry.
Eredin and Vlass need their own spin-off series.
Yeah.
apparently.
You guys did very well, and you guys weren't afraid of failure, and that is awesome. Again, it was way closer than it needed to be, I'm giving it to Eredin, but just one thing missing and it would have gone to Vlass.
All right. I mean, it works out. They're both taking home gold prize. Anyway, so it works out. Well done, everybody, and thank you very much to our judges. We do love having, we love having the chat, but we love having the interactive judges as well, especially performers and players like yourselves who can kind of get our rhythm and know our timing. And I'm really happy with the way the improv games went tonight, as I've been. For those I've been talking to offhand, know that I've been trying to find the right way to do them so they add to the flow of the story or can make some challenges easier without conflicting with the rules of Pathfinder too much. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our show. We are the Actors Dungeon. Thank you very much. Bring a friend, bring your mom, bring your mom's friends. And if anybody has anything they're working on that they would like to let our audience know, please feel free to give a shout out.
Well,
Nah, I'm good.
if you're
Yes, how you goes.
if you are in the Texas area around Dallas on December 2nd, my first animated feature film will be being released in the theater. You can look for it on Facebook. Just look for Bethel, Goddess of the Sea, and it will bring you to the page, and you can find out how to order tickets from there.
Nice. Hell yeah, man.
Cool. And if you ever see Grease the concert pop up in your neighborhood near you, you'd see this chick as Sandra D.
She's Mrs. Sandra D. Sorry, I don't have much. I'm currently stuck in a perpetual hell of cardboard, but soon.
All right. And this concludes our broadcast day. Good night, everybody. Thanks again for joining.
Bye.